Welcome back to the Frying Pan Podcast, but this time it's set in medieval times.
Oh?
Sir Lancelot here with leader of the Thurgathian Kingdom. That's you. That's where you come in.
Oh, Charlemagne.
Thank you,
Wait, Char-
Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club. Um, Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's me. My name's Dan. I also go by Daniel and sometimes Track Through Tiberius 88 if you know me on the internet. Um, I'm known for doing backflips off of high places, and I can also catch a catfish with my bare hands.
my name is Robert, also known as Bobby, also known as Bob, also known as Robbie, also known as Bobber, also known as Greg
Hmm,
on the internet.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Bet you didn't know that one about me.
I didn't. And this is the Gilbert Gottfried podcast where we only talk like him for 2 hours and I edit it down to 1 hour.
You know, the Gilbert Godfrey sang the lyrics to WAP.
Mm-hmm.
My God, that was honestly my ears were on fire hearing the bird from frickin' Lion King say wet ass explicit.
Pussy?
Stop, dude. We
No, it's
can't.
not Ben
We
Shapiro.
have
We're
we
not
we have
wet ass
kids.
P word. Sorry, a wet ass P word. Well, if anyone's got a wet ass P word, it's Gilbert Gottfried, and that's just the facts, and I'm just stating them.
You know, I
Um,
could deal with never hearing that ever again.
it's
Like,
fine. I don't think it's a sentence I'll ever say again.
well, now I want to hear it again.
Well, Gilbert Gottfried and his wet ass pussy? Sorry. I'm sorry.
I want to tweet this audio clip at him.
That's fine. If you want to cut it, you got it, man.
Speaking of tweets, Dan, you made a Twitter post about a company called Nugs, and you ordered 4 pounds of nuggets from them.
Yes, nugs. It's plant-based chicken nuggets. Honestly, I will say my one critique is all like newer brands do this where they try to be like hip and young, and it doesn't land for me. I'm sure it does for other people, but it doesn't for me. Like I don't know. But beside from that, yeah, I paid like
Okay,
$40 for 4 pounds of chicken nuggets they're plant-based, so if you are a vegetarian or if you're just trying to go plant-based because it's better for the environment, I would recommend it, but I don't have them yet. I ordered them like 2 nights ago, and they should be here 2 to 3 days. So I'll have an update next podcast for you guys. But until then, shout out Nugs, because I'm assuming they're gonna be great.
oh yeah, okay. Well, I'm interested to see how they come out. You know, maybe I'll sneak over and try a couple even. Who knows?
No, no, you won't.
You can't stop me.
I can.
You cannot.
I don't think so. I'm sure if I lock the door, you break it down. And also, you do have that super jump ability, so you could kind of just jump up onto my balcony.
Well, ever since I did mushrooms, I've basically just been able to phase through walls as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
I
it's kind of been an inconvenience. I keep waking up like falling out of my bed, but I just keep falling through it.
I, did you ever think like the logistics of like, I don't know. I guess I'll give Danny Phantom for example of just like people that would be they'd be part ghost and they'd like turn into a ghost and fall through things, but they'd just like stop on the floor. They wouldn't fall through the Earth's core or anything, and it was just like I don't know.
Well,
I
I'm
we need I just I think we need better research on the logistics of Ghost in cartoons.
all right. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
And you got Casper just floating around and shit, and it's like, how does he float around? Can he just go like all the way to the sky? Could he just
Well,
float away?
Casper doesn't have legs, so kind of has to float around.
No, I know, but like, you think he could just fly, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
I, that's why. Do we need more research on logistics of ghosts? I don't make up the rules, man. This is just what I'm hoping for in life.
Fl- Wait, the logistics of ghosts is what you
Yes,
hope for in life?
yes. That's all I care
Okay.
about anymore. I wake up every morning. I have no goals, no ambitions. I just have like, you know that one scene in Always Sunny for Philadelphia where like Charlie works the mailroom.
Sure.
You know the one I'm talking about. Come on, it's iconic. The Pepe Silvio one.
Sure.
There's no way you don't know what I'm talking about.
With the whiteboard?
Yeah, well, he's got I don't know what the fuck it's called, but like where you tie the string to the thumbtacks.
Yes. Okay. I do know what you're talking about now. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's me, just in my room, just trying to understand the logistics of Ghost. And it's like a picture of Danny Phantom, thumbnail, and it goes down to Casper, and then it goes up to insert whatever ghost you can think of in cartoons.
the the animated slime monster from Ghostbusters.
I like that one. I can't think of any other ones. Oh, there's that one ghost in regular show. It was High Five Ghost. I just
Yeah,
remember that
no,
one.
I don't think I can think of any, to be honest. The Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob.
True. All right. Yep. And that's the wall. And that's all I can think about. I wake up every morning. I don't do anything. I don't work out. I don't go outside. I don't eat. I don't sleep. That's all I do,
Wait,
man.
but your day starts with waking up, and you just finished that by saying you don't sleep. Which is it,
Exactly.
Dan? What are the facts?
Mason. Mason, what are the numbers?
Well, what are the numbers, Dan?
I don't know, man. I don't know anything anymore.
You don't know anything anymore? Well, I never knew anything from the start.
Dude, let me tell you guys, to listeners at home, I ruined the podcast, and I'll be real with you. We recorded 15 minutes, we had a great conversation, and I fucked it. I ruined it all. I don't know how I did it, but I'm just genuinely upset with myself.
Well, no use crying over deleted audio.
I mean, we've done it before. I'm pretty sure we've deleted a whole episode and had to record it. I think a couple times, actually.
I don't think so.
No, I do remember very specifically. Because the second time we recorded, it was just, hey guys, welcome to the frying pan. Today we're talking about shit.
Oh,
And,
I feel like that was like around like episode like 40, right?
yeah, like 30s or 40s.
Okay, I kind of do remember actually that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna
There
say
was
that one. I'll say that one was your fault, so it feels better on my conscience about this one.
All right, you can have that. There was one time in our infancy where we just were, where I think I think you forgot to hit record like 40 minutes in. You were like, I forgot to record,
It's a possibility.
but it was early on though, so we were like, oh, that's fine. We could probably have done this better anyways. Back
Mm,
when we like kind of scripted our episodes a little bit more.
yeah. But I don't like I don't like I don't see the point of like scripting a podcast unless you're like going for like a select narrative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels too forced.
Well, I mean, like for our format, it definitely wouldn't work.
No. It like when you do the podcast where it's like the podcast Serial Killers where they're like telling a whole story throughout it, like that's you need to script that. You can't just like freeball that shit.
I
But
mean, yeah,
like
we're just two dudes having conversation about like news and shit
yeah. I
about
mean
what's happening in the world.
it well I will say, it ties back to the conversation because we had a great conversation about chasing your dreams. And one of our main points was you got to fail in order to, grow and prosper as an individual. And I failed, so now I will grow from it, and it's gonna happen again. But um,
Well, maybe this is the time that you don't fail and succeed, right? That's what about that's all. It's all about what trying again means, right?
true. Yeah, trial and error is the way of life. That's the way you succeed.
Yeah, trail makes an error.
Yep, you hit the nail on the mother chicken head, dude. You did it. When's the last time you've had trail mix, Bobby?
I feel like when we went camping, to be honest with you.
Do you think people just like buy trail mix because they like trail mix?
Yeah. I know. I know, like, cause like trail mix is basically like a pretty universal term for any hodgepodge of stuff that is relatively small thrown in a bag, right?
Edible stuff, I would
Well,
say.
yeah, well, that is a key part. Yes.
I throw like a bunch of different types of screws in a bag, and I'm like, "Is this trail mix?" And you're like, "I
Part of
mean, I
that's not edible.
guess."
I don't get it.
Uh, you know what? You're entirely right. I'm sorry.
I know like my mom likes to buy trail mix that's got like pieces of fruit and like coconut shavings and some nuts in it, and she likes to throw that in Greek yogurt.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
Um, I'm like a sucker for the fruit ones myself, like the tropical fruit ones that have like dried mangoes and apricots and stuff like that.
Those do bang.
Um, but I hope people still give trail mix the respect it deserves.
Yeah. I'll buy nuts. That's like, I don't know. It, there's like a whole like genre of food like of that nature that it feels like it's only for camping or like only for hiking. You know what I mean?
I can agree with that. I mean, like hell, you only want to buy beef jerky for camping because it's so damn expensive any other
Oh,
time.
you want to get into this? You want to get into it?
We've gotten into this actually. I think we started an episode off like around when we were going to the camping trip where you were like, I hate the price of beef jerky.
All right, guess what? It's another episode. I I you know, I might do research for like next episode of the podcast and like try and find the reason why Jeef Berkey beef jerky is so fucking expensive.
All I
There's no
know
reason. Yeah,
is that it's $7 now a bag.
there's no fucking reason I need to pay $7 for like 5 strips of dried beef. You're out of your fucking mind.
It's literally insane. Like I actually remember 5 years ago when the same brand, same type was like 450.
Yeah. Like I don't know how entitled you gotta be to feel like you can get away with this. Like no one says shit because no one buys it. That's a lie. See that's a tragedy because like I love beef jerky. Beef jerky is so fucking good, but I'm not paying $7 for 5 pieces.
Mm.
I don't know, man. Like just whoever's running the beef jerky business, just like we gotta kill them.
See, that's
Is
why you
that
gotta
it?
get that. You gotta get that friend that just likes to make beef jerky as a hobby.
Yeah, we don't have that. Well, I
Wait,
guess
Alex
no, we
bought a
do.
dehydrator and he was going hard with it. Why is he not just jerkying it up?
Well, cause he eats healthy and he only eats certain things, so he's probably like putting it on the back burner.
Ugh.
Dude,
Well, you know
I
what? Let's just go commandeer his dehydrator.
honestly like I tell you, this dude's like, yeah, I'm losing weight, I'm eating good, and then he's like, I'm like, oh, what are you having? And he's like, oh, pizza, and I'm like, what? Okay, sure.
I
It's like,
mean,
yes, I'm eating tons of protein. What you eating, Dan? Fried chicken? Yes, that's me. I used to
well,
think that way though, dude. In my infancy of like working out and trying to diet, I would like take like Tyson chicken patties and then just put in a bowl of like lettuce, and I'm like, yep, that's a salad.
that.
Like that's a healthy salad.
The fucking just the water content of the lettuce, and then just fucking the chicken. Oh
Yep.
no.
Except that's all it'd be. It'd be like either baby spinach or like romaine lettuce, and I just fucking throw it in, nothing else. And I'm like, dude, this. There's no way I don't have a 6 pack by winter.
Yo, Dan, you want to shoot for a 6 pack with me this winter?
No, dude, going for a 6 pack is just not worth it.
Come on, dude. I'm trying to do CrossFit this spring.
Okay, good luck having no joints by 30.
Hey, that's fine, bro. I'm gonna look great.
Dude,
I don't
I,
actually want to do CrossFit, by the way, for
n-
clarification.
dude, if there's any like workout that I think would be fun for us to do is like rock climbing. I feel like rock climbing would be a lot of fun.
I would like to do that as like a recreational activity with our friends.
Yeah. The only thing is like rock climbing gyms are so expensive.
Well, I imagine there's a certain degree of liability involved.
Oh yeah, like it's justifiable why it's expensive, but I mean, I just wish it wasn't.
Mm. Think trampoline parks are open?
I you know, honestly, like gyms are open, anything's open. I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Fair. Oh, dude, I've had so many people on my stories posting pictures from the gym, and I'm like, you're gonna get COVID transmitted to you by sweat. Not even by like something from someone's mouth. It's gonna be sweat that does you in.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm so on the fence about that because like obviously like I really want to go back to the gym just because it's a lot more efficient than my parents' basement. But at the same time, like I just have a hard time committing. But then on like the other hand, it's like there's no way they would open the gym back up if they didn't do like a really like perfect job sanitizing it. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, you see, you say that, but here's the thing: everything is open. Like our cases have gone up, and we haven't closed yet.
Yep.
Again, so
Yep.
like, is it safer, or is the thing that we talked about Americans just making it their new normal clouding you as well?
No, I don't think that. I'm trying to give shit the benefit of the doubt, more or less. Bless you.
Thank you.
But that does lead me in to dude, I saw this shit on Twitter and I wanted to scream. It is an anti-mask rally in St. George, Utah. Well, first off, it's in Utah. They don't know any better. People in Utah don't know they don't know what happens outside of the state. I don't know if that's true, but it
Wait,
feels like it.
can you
But
tell me? Can you start this from the top? What was that joke?
I said people in Utah don't know what the fuck goes on in the country. I said state. I mean, you know what I meant.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear it. Let's bash Utah some more.
But they're just Mormons. They're all just Mormons. They don't have
Wait,
sex. They don't know. They just soak. That's them.
so so they're so it's just an anti-mask rally.
It is an anti-mask rally. There's like a Twitter video underneath this. Did you watch it all, Bobby?
I did.
How, dude? It plays out like an SNL skit, but it's real, and that is so terrifying. There's literally one of the lines in it was comparing like police officers killing George Floyd to her having to wear a mask outside. And it's like the amount of ignorance you can have as a person to just like totally block shit out of your mind. I am so jealous. I wish I could be that fucking just like blind to shit. But like
Yeah,
please watch this video. It is so insane that these are actual people. And then
dude, and the signs are crazy from all of them.
dude, and then they get like a fucking 9-year-old to be like, more people die from the flu than coronavirus. It's like, yeah, no shit, honey. It's flu's been around for fucking eons.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm looking through the pictures of the crowd. I'm seeing some golden signs. Child lives matter. No masks. My
Yep,
body, my choice. No masks.
yep. And it's like the thing I love about these people is they'll always take like other issues that are going on in the world that have like their own like slogan to it, and then they'll try and like warp it for their like gain to just like shit on the other one too. And I just don't understand it. It's so insane to me. How do people fucking get out of bed in the morning?
COVID is an EU scam.
Yeah, like it's so
What?
insane. And then there was another video I saw today of people just walking in a fucking Target and just yelling at people like, "Take off your mask. We're living our best lives." And it's like, "You're peaking. You're peaking in a fucking Target. This is your life." I don't
This
know.
is
It's
Oh, don't shame me for wanting to breathe fresh air.
yeah, the media is the virus. I refuse to be your experiment. The
Give
kid
me liberty or no, give me liberty, give me breathe. The sign says.
Can we breathe? Don't let the mask become a muzzle. Like, dude, something about like I don't know why Americans feel the need like they want to be oppressed. Like they want to feel bad about something. Like they want to have sympathy for no reason.
Well,
It's
cause like us as Americans, like honestly, we are beings of convenience, and no one wants to have their daily life thrown off. So like, when enough people are like, "Fuck masks," they just get together and they're like, "You know what? Enough of us say fuck masks, so that must mean we're the ones being oppressed."
I'll let you give him like a southern accent too.
Well, honestly, I don't know why Southerners get a rap for being uneducated, but I always picture uneducated Southerners when I hear things like freaking like I honestly I think it stems back from when the Southerner protesting the monuments getting taken down from the Confederacy.
Yeah, I feel that, and they're all just white trash, really. It's
But yeah,
just,
basically, like anytime I think of like idiotic protests, like anti-masking, anti-vaccine, I just think of like just idiotic Southerners. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's just crazy to me that like you don't have anything better to do with your life either.
Well, okay.
I get in terms of this, like, well, the world's kind of in a hole. Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. It's
I mean,
insane.
people like this obviously make it part of their identity.
Oh, for sure.
Cause like you have to go against the norm, or not the norm, but like the obvious right choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, there's no way people are like kind of casually invested into anti-masking. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I guess it wouldn't be a like a casual thing. I don't know.
But I
Like
mean, like
I
there's a
keep
reason why
scrolling.
we still have this shit.
That's the main thing. It's like I don't know. Don't shame me for wanting to breathe fresh air. Like I'm just scrolling through this article and it's just endless pictures of people's signs and it's so insane to me. Also, all the people kind of look like exactly the same.
Well, cause they're the trash Southerners.
It's Utah. They're just.
Oh well, people from Utah are notoriously inbred.
Is that a fact? Can we put
No,
that in?
no, I can't. No,
Robert Knopfler 2020. People from Utah are inbred.
you know, freaking fast forward to like 20 years from now, and I'm running for president, unironically, and like this resurfaces, and I just lose the entire state of Utah.
Hey, I'll back you up.
I mean, honestly, I dare Utah to say something about it.
Yeah, Utah, talk shit to us. See what happens.
Yeah, screw you, Utah.
I don't know. This whole thing is just like insane to me. Cause like it doesn't play out like it's real, you know?
Well, cause it's like it just feels so asinine. I don't know, like you're chasing your own tail type of stupid.
Yeah, no, for real. But I don't know. It's also interesting because like you think to yourself like, I wonder what a conversation would with these type of people would be like. Like if you just like sat down like a normal conversation, like you stated like facts and opinions and shit of that nature. Like, how would they rebuttal? You know?
Well, I'm sure these are the type of people that kind of just take in what they think supports their side, and then that's about it.
Fair.
That's kind of like what most people do, though. It just so happens that these guys are the wrong ones in this scenario.
Yeah, I don't know. Enough of this. That's our only real world. Well, actually, did you see? There was like a scientific like a group of scientists like had a sit down meeting with Trump, and they were trying to explain to him why like climate change is real and why he needs to take it seriously. And his only response was like, "It's gonna get cold. Don't worry."
Uh, that's just so idiotic.
Yeah, it's crazy, but that's the only real world issue I'm bringing to the table today
Well,
because we have more important things to talk about.
speaking of space, actually, and climate change and science, well, we didn't say space, but that's where we're going with this.
We're
So,
going to space.
astronomers find possible signs of life on Venus. Now,
Hmm.
they didn't actually find alien life forms. However, they found traces of a rare molecule that's called it's either phosphine or phosphine. I don't know how you pronounce, because it's Latin. I'm pretty sure, so I'm not sure how you'd pronounce that.
Yeah, that one's I'd say just up to interpretation, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's probably phosphine, actually.
All
Now I
right.
think about it. Yeah, so phosphine has been found in the Venus atmosphere, and I don't know if you know anything about the Venus atmosphere, but it's hysterically acidic, and it's like
Yeah.
hell there.
Yeah, it's like not livable at all.
No, not at all, not at all. And this molecule is a clue for a possible, I guess, or a possibility of life, rather. So the statement that was released by a professor at Cardiff University is we have detected a rare gas called phosphine in the atmosphere of our neighbor planet Venus. And the reason for our excitement is that phosphine gas on Earth is made by microorganisms that live in oxygen-free environments. And so there is a chance that we have detected some kind of living organism in the clouds of Venus. In order to make this quite extraordinary claim that there might be life there, we really have to rule everything out, and that's why we're very cautious, saying we're not claiming there's life, but claiming there's something that is really unknown, and really unknown, and it might be life.
Okay.
So,
See, oh, sorry.
basically, this molecule is typically only produced by these microscopic organisms in oxygen-free environments. So, like, they're saying that because this chemical exists on Venus, there's a possibility that those, or something similar, exist in the atmosphere that's converting whatever into this molecule.
Hmm. See, I saw this headline, and it gave no context, and it was just that um, scientists have discovered extraterrestrial life on Venus, and at first I was like, "Oh shit!" But this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's more like a potential sign of life more than anything, and like life, like, I mean, there's a huge chance that like when we do finally find life on another planet, that it is just in the form of a microscopic organism, and it's not like the intelligent alien life forms that we're hoping for.
Oh yeah, and I mean like at least in our lifetime, I don't think we'll ever get to that point. But I don't know, like something like this just makes me think of like um I guess like how our world is, like where everything was originally just like microorganisms, and then it like gradually like centuries upon centuries like blossomed into something. Like I don't know, I just find it really cool to think about.
Well,
Granted,
it is actually kind of possible in our lifetime to find life within our solar system.
yeah, that's definitely fair. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we're 50 and we find like I don't know, just something nuts.
Well, one of the moons of Jupiter, Europa, has it's basically like a salty ocean under the icy crust of its moon,
Hmm.
and it's possible that life could be housed under its the ice layer. Like there's a lot of like water worlds basically,
Yeah,
or
which
frozen moons that are candidates for like water-based life as well.
yeah, which sounds cool. But then
Yeah.
I don't know why like it, my brain's so stupid. I think just like, well, what if it melts? Where does the water go? Does it just drop?
Yes.
It's- I don't know.
Well,
It's
the moon on Europa's bigger than the Earth, I believe. So,
yeah. Well, to be fair, a lot of things are.
well, a lot of
We're
celestial bodies, yes.
yeah. We're little babies in comparison to some of the other planets around us. But I'm still waiting for the day, we can travel to a different galaxy, like Rick and Morty, your favorite show, Bobby.
No,
No? Okay, my bad.
nope.
What do you think, if you heard we found extraterrestrial life, what would you, I don't know, what would you expect what would you expect them to look like? Would you just think like little green people, or do you think,
Well, I mean, that's kind of like, I mean, like assuming they're not like the microscopic organisms, like that's kind of like the fun unknown part, right? Because you can
yeah.
kind of imagine as much as you want, but unless you know the environment that they came from, you don't even really have a shred of an ability to guess what they could be
Hmm.
or like what they could be comprised of. Like life as we know it is just strictly limited to the organic matters that we're created from. Like we are made of nitrogen and carbon, and we breathe oxygen. Like that, like life is typically defined by that. However, we could find aliens that don't even need to breathe oxygen. Perhaps they can only survive in a atmosphere that's rich in chlorine for some reason. You know what I mean? So
True.
like you have no way of guessing what type of environments that they had to endure and evolve from to even get to where they are. So like all I'm saying is they could look exactly like us, they could look like octopuses, they could look like dogs, you know? And
Yeah.
like when you say aliens, like even if they are an advanced civilized, if they're advanced enough to not be microscopic, that probably means there's like a couple of different species as well that have survived and like created off branches down their evolutionary chain. So like there's so much unknown shit about like what life could even be. So it could be the green people or not. I don't really know.
I don't know.
I wish I could even guess.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for like dudes with like octopus heads. And they just got like really big robes, you know?
Ah, no, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it does sound a little terrifying.
Well, I hope whatever it is, it's peaceful and not malevolent.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends who their leader is. And if they're out for conquest, then we got like a space Stalin, then we're pretty boned, I'd say.
Space Stalin. Well, yeah, actually, I think if any alien earned the title Space Stalin, like that's
Well, we got space Stalin, Mecha Hitler, and underwater Genghis Khan. It's just these are just household names.
the big three Greek mythology.
Yeah. Zeus Poseidon? No, Mecha Hitler, WaterCon.
WaterCon. Kind of
That's not-
sounds like a convention for like scuba divers and surfers.
Dude, or just like people that like water.
Yo,
That's all it is.
are you going to this year's WaveCon?
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. They're unveiling a new Brita filter. Like they just they're water purists. All they care about is like different ways to purify water.
God.
They just give like a demonstration. It's just like they put water through a sock and they like wring it out and it's drinkable and everyone just like loses their shit in the convention hall.
Just erupts into just.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's fucking go!
That's what I came here for.
This
What?
is why we come every single year.
It's got to be a thing, dude. There's got to be a convention for like everything.
I hope so.
If All Gas No Brakes has taught me anything, shout out All Gas No Brakes. There is something for everything, and you can find it if you look hard enough.
That is true. That is
Well,
definitely
I will
true.
say, speaking of looking for something that you've always wanted, something you always cherish, we're talking about the Travie Patty today, folks.
Oh my god! I was like, where? I'm like, which one of these topics is he segueing into?
None of these fucking work. Can this guy stop? I think we talked about it briefly, I think last episode, about how Travis Scott and McDonald's, they essentially they revived the whole like celebrities doing brand deals with like fast food or shit of that nature. Because like way back when like Michael Jordan was popular and like all those NBA players were popular, they all had like McDonald's or Burger King deals. And then it kind of died out. And now Travis Scott is here to bring it back. And we didn't think we need it. And here's the reason. Because we don't need it. There's nothing special about this at all. But it's still interesting. Now, Travis Scott meal. It's popping off. Go get it. It's $6. Why wouldn't you? Why haven't you?
I think. Sorry, I gotta go real quick. I gotta go and grab this burger real quick.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll buy time. Bobby will be right back. He's got to go
All
get
right.
Travie Patty. Now,
Travie
we're,
Patty.
we're talking, all right, the Travis Scott meal. Let me dive into it. You're talking about, I think it's a quarter pounder. You got cheese, pickles, ketchup, mustard, and that good old beef. You know it, you love it.
That's just a burger.
That's a regular old burger, Bobby. That's just a burger. Now get ready, because it gets crazy right now. We're talking medium French fry. Now wait for it. You dip them in barbecue sauce. Now I know what you're thinking. Dad,
Captain Jack sent me.
That's fuck Cactus Jack, but it's okay.
Oh.
You tried. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mansplain you on Travis Scott.
Nope, it's okay. It's okay.
The dream's dead. Regardless. Now, you're thinking like, dude, what could I have? French fries and barbecue sauce? That doesn't even make sense. All I've known is ketchup. Well, Travis Scott is here to change the game. It's the same word he had in Houston. Now, if you watch the 30-second like claymation they made for this, I hate it. It looks fucking bad. That's just my opinion. I don't like the style. But to round off this legendary combo, you get the infamous, the undisputed, the #1 soda in the game, a McDonald's Sprite. And
all right, that's worthy.
Yeah, now you're thinking to yourself, Dan, couldn't I just like get this order regularly? My answer, yeah,
No.
no, you could. But Cactus Jack didn't send you for that one. And then I hit a key, sicko mode starts playing, but I can't because we get copyrighted, and I don't want that.
Do you know what Travis Scott's real name is, by the way?
No, I don't.
It's Jaquez Berman Webster II.
I did know his name was like Jaquez or something. I knew it was like Jaquez or like Jaquan. I knew it was like something of that nature. But this has spawned a lot of fucking memes if you are on the internet. A lot of them.
Love all the Cactus Jack sent me memes.
Dude, I will say, like, some of them are actually like entertaining, like they are really funny, but I feel so bad for McDonald's workers. Dude, I think the most popular one I saw was just like a dude pulls up and he's like, "You know why I'm here?" And the guy's just like, "Is there anything else?"
Yes, that was the literal best meme of all time.
And then like sicko mode starts playing, it cuts off. But like, I feel so bad for McDonald's workers. Imagine you going to work and like you hear this promotion, you're like, "Oh, that's cool." And then you got these fucking snot-nosed little shits just pulling up to the drive-thru every like 3 minutes. Cactus Jack sent me. Cactus Jack sent me. I'd lose it. I'd like reach out.
You're
and
kind of
strangle a
like
kid.
insulting the demographic of like of Travis Scott fans, though. No,
Dude, come on.
I mean, to be fair, he was in Fortnite, so like,
Dude, that you've seen all the memes of like the kid in like a Gucci belt, like a Louis Vuitton shirt, and he's just like, "You know, see a new Travis Scott album?"
oh, how does it make you feel? Because you like Travis Scott, you know, for a while now.
Yeah, dude, Travis Scott puts out bangers. I like Travis Scott, but goddamn.
He's really hit the mainstream though after making his Fortnite appearance.
Yep, he wasn't popular before that. Nope.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, he's kind of become a meme though since like the whole sicko mode halftime show thing.
That's true. Well, I mean, he did have that one picture of him like, well, actually, he had the two. The one where he's falling in auto-tune.
And the riot one.
Yeah, and then the other one where he has the like the mic stand, he's like has it over his head and the flames in the background and he's screaming.
Honestly, that picture has such like hostile energy.
I love it. It's my favorite GIF I've ever seen. But regardless, my other thing about this that I want to talk about is he released like McDonald themed merch with this. It's so ugly. It's insane. I will say there's one thing.
What?
He released like McDonald's inspired merch. Like he had like
sold out. Like he sold out heavy.
We can get into that discussion after. I just want to talk about the merch real quick. There's one of the body pillows was like a whole McDonald's chicken nugget, which that one's kind of cool. I'll be honest. But he's putting like $90 sweatshirts out that just have like a McDonald's logo and it says like Cactus Jack sent me, and it's just.
You gonna buy it?
I own 3, but that's besides the point. No, but like that shit's sold out so fast, and that's so like, I don't know. He's got the name for it. Obviously, his shit's gonna sell, but I don't know. It definitely didn't look good. IMO.
Well, honestly, it's a McDonald's brand deal.
Exactly. I mean, he made it back. He probably made so much money.
Yeah, exactly. Like he probably swimming. Especially what Epic Games probably paid him for the Fortnite appearance as well. He's probably cleaning right now.
On top of his music, like holy shit, man, this dude's swimming in it. But I want to backtrack to like selling out because that's like, I don't know, it's not like another topic, but it's like, I feel like selling out shouldn't be a term for like following a deal or something, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like selling out should only be used if like you sold out against like your morals that you previously stated or something.
I mean, okay, yeah, but then you also think like, how does McDonald's relate to him in his music career?
Well, I mean, does it have to?
Well, I'm saying like okay, so the partnership like they made a partnership for exposure, right?
Yeah. I mean, like you usually just make like he ate McDonald's as a kid. He likes McDonald's. Like I feel like that's enough, you know?
I mean, yeah, but like I guess yeah, if they're being a sellout, it would be like if they kind of like subverted.
Like if like for this example, if like Travis Scott was like, I fucking love Burger King. Burger King's my favorite meal, and then he took a McDonald's thing, yeah, that'd be selling out. Like in reality, like in those terms, like who fucking cares? But like I
I
don't know,
mean, yeah.
it's because I see a lot of shit of like, oh, so and so sold out and they made a fuck ton of money, even though it's just like they just got a deal. Like I don't know.
I guess it depends on perspective.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Also, I just want to let you know that Pull My Devil Trigger just came on in the background, and I'm just having a hard time like paying attention to not that.
It's okay. You can stop it and or skip it.
No, because if I stop the podcast, I'll probably delete it again.
No, no, I meant the song.
Oh, are you? Oh no, I don't think I can.
Is it IRL?
Yeah, I have the band in my room playing it for me.
I don't understand. You
No,
know
because
what? Speaking of music,
all right.
Kanye West says he won't release new music until he's freed from deals, calling himself the new Moses, and he also like threw shade at J. Cole and Drake.
He also pissed on his Grammy today. Honestly,
So,
it's a really good thing we didn't do the podcast the day before because I saw this topic and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I opened Twitter today and I see a picture of or a gif of Kanye West like throwing his Grammy in the toilet and pissing on it, and I was like, "Oh, that'll help."
so I guess he's like really not happy with his contracts with Sony and Universal,
Yeah.
and he's basically screaming about it and throwing a tantrum to get out of
I
it. He's like, "I demand to be released from my contracts."
yeah, I mean
I need
like sorry, you can keep going.
He tweeted saying, "I need to see everyone's contracts at Universal and Sony. I'm not gonna watch my people be enslaved. I'm putting my life on the line for my people. The music industry and the NBA are modern day slave ships. I'm the new Moses."
Yeah, I mean, like
For
to preface it, I'm Kanye like definitely has like mental health problems, and like I just view all of this as like a manic episode, and like I'm more worried than anything. But like Jesus Christ, it's it sure as hell something.
well, it's interesting because like he never released his new album like he said he was gonna.
Oh yeah, that was
Obviously, because he had the breakdown.
yeah
But now he's saying like he won't drop any new music until he's released from the contracts.
yeah. Well, he posted like the top page of his contract today on Twitter as well, and I would imagine that goes against like I read it and it didn't seem like there was anything that was like exposing, but I feel like there'd be an NDA against that, you know?
Well, I
Not
don't know
that
actually. Like I think I don't know if you can have like a contract like because for it to be legit, it has to be notarized, right? Like what
yeah,
would you even agree to a non-disclosure agreement about your contract? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I I don't know how multi-million dollar contracts work, to be fair. Not yet.
Not yet.
Eventually. If I manifest it, maybe I'll be there. But no, it's honestly just kind of sad to watch at this point, man. Like I just feel bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, Nothing like proclaiming yourself the new Moses to really get people to say you're insane.
Yeah, declaring yourself as Moses is a bit of a bit of a jump. I haven't seen Kanye part a sea in half, which is kind of what Moses is known for, but I digress.
Well, he also freed the Jews, but yeah,
Oh, did he do that?
from Egypt, all the
Uh,
didn't you go to catechism?
I'm confirmed.
Wait, so you actually know this, and you're just deny, or have you forgotten? I guess.
Doesn't mean I know it.
All right, yeah, I kind of was like, wait a minute, you
No.
graduated high school, and I'm sure you couldn't do like a fucking calc or pre-calc exam if I dropped
I
it in front of you.
never took pre-calc, never took calc.
All right, so my point still stands though.
My last math, dude. All right, I'm exposing myself, but my last math class, when I graduated, I only had to pass 3 years of math, and my last year of math, I took stats. I got a 25, and I was a-okay with it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, honestly, like high school me was a fucking degenerate. Still kind of one, but like I was a piece of shit. Like my mentality was so stupid. I was like, well, I could just drop out. I don't need this. Like it's not gonna affect me in the future. And it's like, you're so fucking stupid.
You know, it'd be like that sometimes though.
I feel like everyone has that moment, you know? I hope. I hope I'm not just the only stupid kid.
No. Cause think about all the ones that did drop out.
That's true.
Like, I
That
get
is.
school's not for everyone, but just finish high school.
Yeah, I mean, like, life's easier if you go to college, but like you kind of need like a high school diploma if you want to get a job, at the
Yeah,
very least,
or
or
like
GED.
take your GED like before you drop out, so at least you're set.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I was definitely a person where like school's not for me. I don't do well in this environment, but it was like you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. That being said, I probably wouldn't have lasted like, well, I don't know. Do you think you'd do better or worse in the Zoom school?
Definitely worse.
Really? You don't think you're because I feel like that the kids that have that attitude, even though they are still inclined to slack off, I feel like at least like them not being forced into the school environment all the time would probably at least make them finish.
Yeah, and I understand that perspective, but it's mostly just the fact that like then I don't feel obligated to having to really do anything, you know?
Fair. I mean,
That's how I feel like that's how a lot of people are feeling at the moment for their Zoom classes.
oh yeah. Not me, because I've obviously been on the up and up on my assignments, but you
Of
know,
course, of course.
what can I say? Proper student.
Also, I will say I haven't been in my friends' Zoom calls, but sometimes I'll hear their mics if we're just sitting in Discord, and holy fuck, listening to some of the professors is just like, there's no way you could get work done with the way they talk.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was listening to some of my friends' Zoom classes, and like the class discussions are so unbelievably cringy. Like,
Yeah, it's just unpleasant because like nobody wants to talk if they don't have to.
that's exactly what I mean. Like when the teacher's like, "So who knows?" and it's like a minute of silence on a Zoom call, and you just look at the screen and you just see like kids trying to avoid eye contact with their webcam. It's so cringy.
Yeah, it's super weird. I
Uh,
don't like I respect like teachers trying to make it work,
oh yeah,
but
most definitely. They have to do it. It's just like you're not gonna get the same level of schooling done that you were able to get before.
yeah, that's just the tragedy of it.
Yeah. I
So,
don't know. We can complain about the schooling system
yeah,
forever, to be honest.
all I'm saying, if you're gonna drop out, now's the time.
True.
I'm looking at you, college kids.
Oh, I know definitely a few people that have just taken semesters off now, or taken a
Yeah,
semester off.
I don't blame them. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
blame
either.
even people like dropping out of college. I don't blame them. Just mostly they should,
Whenever
if they have
someone,
a plan, I guess.
yeah, exactly. Like I dropping out of college, I always feel like it's such a weird like situation because even though I would like to support the idea of like you drop out of college for very different reasons that I feel like you drop out of high school.
Fair, yeah.
You're definitely in a very different position in life. So like
I don't know. I don't know.
I just yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would support like if say if Jordan was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about dropping out." Like, yeah, I have this job lined up. I would be like, I don't know, man, just cuz I still
Well,
feel like we're in the state in the world like college is now kind of becoming the new high school in terms of like if you're already doing it and you're close, might as well just finish it type of deal.
yeah, I agree and disagree, of course. I feel like you said, like if someone has something lined up, like that opportunity can pass, but college is always going to be there. I do
True.
understand that it is hard to go back. Like a lot of people, if say they drop out to pursue something and like that works out, and they'll always be in the back of my mind, not my mind, but their mind of like, well, I want to go back to college and like finish and get my diploma, but then it's like, well, I'm like 28 now. Is it weird to go back to college at 28? You know, like shit like that.
Yeah. But I mean like the thing is it's a lot harder to get the finance process going of college once you leave it as well.
Dude, it,
So like I feel like I don't know. I don't I always joke about dropping out of college, but I feel like it would actually take me a lot to do it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'd say it's a big step or a
It
big
is a big
decision.
step. Most definitely. I feel like I would have to be like making 70K like with the ability to advance and move up and make more before I would consider dropping out.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, you could still be making that much and you still won't pay off your college debt for like 20 years just because you're literally destined to be in debt forever just because of how fucked the system is.
Hell yeah. Well, you know, you can't even declare bankruptcy. I was gonna say maybe I'll just declare bankruptcy, but that doesn't even work.
Just become a one-man business.
Oh God. Do you have
Well,
any topics you want to talk about?
let's college talk. No, I do want to talk about that Chris Evans thing because that was really weird.
You do? Let's go.
Yeah, because
All right. So
yeah, you got it.
Chris Evans shared a photo of his penis accidentally on his Instagram story,
Yeah.
and it
Now,
was just in his camera roll.
yeah.
And his response was freaking hilarious to me. He just basically said on Twitter, "Well, now that I have your attention, vote November 3rd." And
Hmm.
like it was a very like, well, if you were gonna spin this anyway, I'm glad you did it this way.
Yeah, that was so weird because like I watched the video and it was like, I mean, did you see it at all, by the way?
His
Yeah, his dick.
his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Because it why did he take like it was like an artistic photo of his dick? It's like, like most people, if like, not from experience, I've never taken a dick pic. But I imagine like you just get your dick and you take a picture. But his was like black and white and it was on an angle. And I was just like, you really tried for this one.
I mean, here's the thing as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a celebrity, right?
He do be
Who
being that.
and he isn't married, but like you think would after like the whole Apple leak and everything, like he wouldn't just be casually sexting somebody for fear of like the picture getting out.
I don't think that's a good enough excuse.
Why not? Like, cause it wouldn't be like a like. it wouldn't be you know, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think of what the hell could that picture have been doing there in the first place?
I mean, he sent it to someone who's probably interested. They're probably just, exchanging their shit. Like, that's normal. Like, I don't have a problem with it. It's just the fact that I was like, he made it really artistic, and I was very, I don't know, I guess interested by that. I feel like it's just, it's
I
just
don't know.
like that's the weird part to me. Not that he had like a picture of his dick on his phone, but just the way he had the picture of his dick on his phone.
Well, I mean, like, okay, even then, if we don't want to make it like about that fact, then like, what about the fact that like like, because it was a recent picture, right? Because like he was showing like his camera roll, correct?
I think he accidentally opened it. That's what it looked like. Like it looked like he opened his phone and it was on his camera roll.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I don't know. I just found the whole like I was just kind of weirded out, I guess, because I saw it in a meme, and and then I read this news story, and that's when I figured out I actually saw Chris Evans' fucking dick.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So like it kind of just slightly freaked me out.
Scared of Chris Evans' dick?
Well, more more like I don't know. It's just kind of like it's weird because I know him as Captain America in my head. So like kind of just like when I read this thing, I was like, "Oh my god,
That's America's
I
dick.
I'm never I'm ne- No, I'm like I don't know. It's just kind of like I'm now kind of worried that if I go back and watch like Avengers Endgame when he like does the Thor hammer moment, randomly his penis is gonna pop into my head just because like I'm not gonna be able to disassociate the thought of or the words in my head forming of, oh no, that was Captain America's dick.
That one's on you, man. I think
I
this is a
know it
mental block
is.
for
I know
yourself.
it is. It's not his fault, but I'm just bugged out by it, man.
Hey, it is what it is. Bottom line, I did like that he said vote November 3rd. And if you are out there listening to this podcast and not registered to vote,
Like
vote.org.
me,
There's no way you're not registered to vote.
I'm not.
I literally gave you the fucking link.
Yeah.
Don't be like Bobby. Register to vote.
Yeah, register. All right. You know what? You know what, Dan? Actually, after this podcast, I don't know who I'm trolling. I'm not gonna go register.
All right. Well,
How long does it take to register online? Are you aware?
it's like 2 fucking seconds.
Is it actually that simple?
Literally like 2 seconds.
All right,
It is an
maybe.
easy fucking process. It's like name, email, what do you reside as, blah blah blah. That's it.
Really, I don't have to give like my like picture of my license or anything like that.
No.
All right, maybe I'll
It's
go register to
easy as
vote.
shit. Get out there, register to vote. You can do it online. You can do it through the phone. You can go somewhere and do it. Many different places.
Long story short, I don't have an excuse to not be registered to vote, so you should go get registered to vote.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're not registered to vote. I can't believe you didn't fucking do it and I sent you the link. I'm so disappointed
Yeah.
in you, Robert. I thought we were friends.
Dude, because I totally tabled it. I was like, ah, okay, I'll go do this later, and that later never came.
Fair.
Like it just happens.
It'd be like that sometimes. I do understand.
Like I'm not at a stage in my life where I'm like, ah, yeah, I forgot. Time to go vote or register to vote. Because like here's the thing. I like unless I get a mail-in ballot, like I don't think I'm gonna go and even vote because I don't want to walk into those Corona fests. Like
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
not trying to like here's the thing, like I'm trying to get Trump out of office as much as the next respected human being. But the thing is, I don't want to get Corona.
Yeah. I mean, you could just mail in.
So I'll probably I'll register and get a mailer.
I'm so
Glad
proud of
I'm
you.
Thank you.
If you don't, I'll bully you. Just know.
You already do bully me.
I know. But now it'll be worse. It'll be worse for yourself. You
Help me,
decide.
All right, well, Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Daniel?
Last little thing. So in the September, Suicide Prevention Month. So if you're feeling kind of sad out there, which is easy to do during these times of quarantine, the top link is suicidepreventionlifeline.org, and it's got the line for you right there, and then it has a bunch of different outlets that you can look forward to if you need something more specific. But just know, if you're feeling down and sad, there's people that care, and the world gets better. Take it from Robert.
What?
I don't know why I said you. You're not even that bad. I've been that bad, and life has been better. So just know people care, and if people don't, I care, and you can message me, and we can talk. I'm a friendly guy. I like talking to people.
Wait, can we talk about how you said take it from our palate? Wait a minute.
What?
Okay, no, I mean, I agree with Dan. People do care. People are out there to listen. There's definitely people out there
You said the same thing twice.
that, well, I said I was gonna go into a different thing, Dan.
No, see, keep going.
And then there's people out there that, say they want to hear you when you're not having a good time, but they don't. But here's the thing, at the end of the day, everyone would still rather hear what's going on with you than read about it in your obituary.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just shit like this. I feel like should be more normalized. Like, I don't think it needs to be as hard as a topic to talk about because this is just a normal thing that people experience day to day, and it's just something that you won't realize unless you are someone that is experiencing it. And it's I don't know. It's hard to I will agree it's hard to talk about this shit unless you really really trust the person or if you're okay with getting therapy, but I don't know. Just know people care. Like me and my buddy Robert.
Yeah.
Not you, Robert, the other Robert, but
Oh, okay, yeah. Fuck.
no, 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 you
I
too.
don't give a flying fiddle.
Bobby doesn't care. But if you did try and jump off the Empire State Building, Bobby would catch you and throw you back up. And then Bobby's made out of trampoline material, so he'd just bounce off and get back up, and you'd have a nice talk.
Yeah, most definitely. No, it's a hard topic to bring up and talk about. Not mental health, but more or less because
The severity of it.
yeah, because suicide obviously is one of the, I guess, extremes that encompasses a horrific mental state, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the leading causes of death, so.
Yeah. But it's still one of those things where it's just you almost get choked up talking about it just because it's almost worse than a terminal illness in terms of figuring out someone died from it, just because you think of how tragic it is to have someone's life taken away by an illness, but then to have that life taken away by their own hands as a product of an illness, it just feels so wrong, I guess.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
So it's also very sad. It's just the sadness isn't why it's hard to talk about. It's just more you get sad, and we're programmed as people to kind of want to avoid those topics, but check up on your friends. Just say what up, how's it going? Everyone will probably tell you they're fine anyways, but you never know if just saying, hey, how's it going is enough to make someone smile.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tragedy of things. Is everyone just says no, it's fine, everything's fine, it's gonna be fine, all that shit. But it's yeah, you don't know, you never know.
Well, because we're programmed as people to greet everybody, so, saying, hey, how's it going, has kind of really become just your standard greeting where you expect oh, I'm fine, or, or yeah. I guess, the another day in paradise type of shit, So,
yeah, exactly.
we've been conditioned to not really actually give much away about ourselves when we are asked how we actually are.
Yeah, would agree.
E,
But
which
oh, I thought you were gonna say something. I'm sorry.
hey, you said but at the same time, so I was like, Daniel has the floor.
We said but and which, so but which, but which. You can end the podcast if you want. We can take it
All right.
home.
All right, folks, that's been the Frying Pan Podcast, episode 97. Thank you for tuning in as always. We have our email, which is inthepanpodcast@gmail.com. You can send us any of your business inquiries or constructive criticisms to there, which you can leave your constructive criticisms as well as a star rating or like on any of the audio platforms that you're listening us to, because we're on every one of them except for SoundCloud. And we also have social media, which is the handle for both of those is the Frying Pan Pod. Again, folks, I've been Robert D'Onofrio, and this has been the Frying Pan Podcast. That's been Daniel Sear. Thank you for tuning in, as always. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your day. Later.
Get lost, losers.